point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I can tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done train my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.
Snakewood and that Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Your opinion will be respected, and now we know how.
He said this: you will be considered rainbow, and that was Flakko was saying, "Hey Adam, if you decide to do that, that's your choice. You're still my brother, but you will be considered rainbow." And that was the premise of his video. But in the clip of it, he said this.
Like, I don't feel like.
Hold on. He said this. Hold on.
As like, all right, bro. Like, now we know how to treat this man. Like, I don't feel like, bro, hip hop is homophobic, bro. I don't feel like your opinion will be respected in hip hop if people knows that you are out here doing these extracurricular activities.
All right, so he was making that point because he was addressing Adam. He's like, Adam, hey, I know what the public don't know. And he was saying, basically, I know you about to come out the closet and you about to start getting down. And he was telling Adam, don't think your status in hip-hop is going to remain the same. He was saying it is of his opinion that hip-hop is homophobic to the degree that if Adam begins to dibble and dabble like that, whatever respect he has in the community is going to diminish to a large degree. That's the point Flakko was making. So then I turned the question to him, well, does that apply to your co-host on your show who wears the rainbow jacket? His co-host, Dejon Paul, is a member of the rainbow community. So I've long wondered from afar what makes him relevant on a panel dedicated to hip-hop reviews. He has asserted himself in the hip-hop community as somewhat of an expert by being the author and the issuer of this report card for MCs. And I've been debating in my media circles, especially with MCs that I've known gone in the booth and created music. I just asked him, how many times have you been in the booth making music considering how the rainbow community was going to react to what you created? And I never got nobody say, oh, all the time, or a few times, or one time. It's like never. And so I wonder how then his opinion matters in our general community. Not to ostracize anyone, but I don't know how he can be self-proclaimed or appointed by someone else as an authority to give an opinion as if it matters on others. It just didn't fit to me. So I felt like when Poetic Flakko made that statement, it was a good time to pose the question to him. And of course, he tiptoed, he danced. That was his chance to keep it quite clean, but that ain't what I seen, if you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying? He has, I don't know, it's getting real tricky though. Y'all tell me if I'm wrong. If Flakko feels like Adam's opinion generally would matter less if he became a member of that community, then wouldn't it logically lead you to believe that Flakko also views Dejon Paul's impact upon hip-hop to be the same? Why would it apply to one and not the other? Somebody let me know. Adam has been way more influential in hip-hop than Dejon Paul. So if Dejon Paul can get away with it as a member of the African-American community, who's not a porn star, who has not already been overly exposed as freaky deaky, how can he get away with it? And then this Caucasian man, who we believe has a propensity to be extremely more liberal and loose and freaky, he's been open, he sex playing damn near everybody up there, is the dude let Sydney Star, he let old boy sit on his lap. That's another back and forth we had. Him referring to Sydney Star as her, and I'm like, you mean him, her, him, her. We went back and forth about that. I don't know if he appreciated that much, but I don't understand why that is even a debate, because if you had to think about whether or not you wanted to take a step and have a relations with someone such as a Sydney Star type, then you must not view him as a her. Because if that was not to be considered and it was just a her, you would be all in. Because that's what you do, right? Hetero. You do hers. But because that's not quite a her, you was on the fence about it for quite some time. But yet and still, when I address him as him, he challenged me each time. I don't know who got the last word, but we went back and forth like ping pong for a few little. Her, it was either she or him, or, I forget what he used, but I was using the correct one. I do not believe, because you take some pills, throw on some makeup and a wig, get your nails done, have a doctor sew some titties on you, that don't change you, even if you chop off your baby maker. They can tell you anything in this world. They can get you to believe that. That means you can go outside, take a cat, cut his tail off, cut his ears off, sew some dog ears, and sew a dog tail on him, and now he's a dog. Why not? What's the difference? So will you be going to no jumper anymore due to the Adam news? Shit. As long as I don't get sex played, that ain't none of my business. Bigger lies. I don't go on any platform in order to foster or maintain or boast or have any type of personal connection or friendship or relationship with the person at the platform. It's business. Now, I do not, of course, in any capacity co-sign any of them types of activities. But I ain't gonna just say nothing like, I ain't gonna never go back up there because old boy riding the rainbow. What he do in his personal life has never been my interest in going up there. Oh, my mama. He said, Spider, yep, the book of Enoch was right. I wouldn't know what you meant by saying that. You might be correct, though. You guys had the best podcast in a minute last night. Good looking, Stratic Risk Taker. Y'all ran it up last night, like 80K views, I think. Good looking, KK. Yeah, I think there's no question that Poetic Flakko is on his way somewhere with this media shit. So I just appreciate, him inviting me and Munchie on there and the respect that, he showed. I know Flakko get a lot of flack for speaking on a lot of things that we all are sure that he's not really an expert in. We didn't really appreciate the way he went back and forth with Alex Alonso. Shout out to Alex Alonso, Street TV. However, you got to realize Flakko was a troll. Shock value and saying in order to create debate and back and forth is a big part of what he does. And a lot of the that y'all think he say that's offensive, a lot of times it's not meant to be offensive. There's a lot of satire and comedy attached to it. You dig a lie. So, I've grown to know Flakko, and when you actually speak to him in person, you'll see he's a lot more genuine than he allows himself to be perceived on these platforms at times. Because when he's on these platforms, he's working. He's not on here giving a testimony all the time. He's trying to be entertaining and create fun constantly, consistently, continuously. And, people would get it confused. He's very humble. And I had a good time on this show, man. The homie Almighty Suspect was on deck, too. You dig a lot.
Snakewood and that Hustle. Big shout out to my nigga SPI, Spotter Low. You know I'm in the black box, had to come through, tap in, show love one time. Yeah, y'all make sure y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, all that.
Nate Bud, C-Mac, shout out my loc, Spotter Low, cuz. Nate Bud, on hood. It's a beautiful world. You fight me? Fight, crib.
In the words of Spider Loke on my mama's mama, I ain't never heard of generational blessings. Now that's pimping on another level. I want to talk a little bit later.
Yeah, this is Spider Loke. Yeah, Spider Loke's gear. This is Bay Mac. I thought this was a tight logo. Shout out to Spider Loke. This I bought this, and it just came in the mail. I kind of bought it a while ago, but I thought this was tight.
Point blank, through no subliminal dissing. When I listen, I could tell you never been on no mission. Sticking to the script, don't care if I offend you. Neighborhood crib, the marathon
I overlook my competition, never seeing them. I done trained my mind that I'm going. You could tell by how I walk, talk, I'm a boss. A east side millionaire, homie, what you thought? My life is a movie. They can't get close to me. They mad cause they can't be. I'm everything that they wanna be, yeah.